Hey everybody, it's Steven with Unique Apps. Today we have an awesome new video review for you. Today we are going to review our top favorite camera apps that are on the App Store and ones that I use that have some really great features. I keep these on my phone. You know, I do shoot digital pictures with an SLR, but when you can't carry a big camera around, this is the next best thing. So let's go ahead and get started. The first app that I use is Camera 360. Now Camera 360 has a lot of great features, a great unique layout inside the app. They have a great tutorial section here that will actually teach you how to use their app and the different aspects of their app. They do have some sharing and cloud album functionalities, and explore to see other people's pictures, of course your album, and effects camera and a selfie camera. So I'm going to go ahead and select the effects camera. Now this is the effects camera. I'm going to go ahead and put a book out here just so you can kind of see the different things that we can do with this. So, you know, of course you have your standard photo, but down here they also have different types of filters. You know, you have enhance, where it'll actually enhance the color. You know, you can change different colors. They have the HDR feature, with a lot of people use for outdoors and stuff like that. They have a sketch feature. You know, it kind of looks like a drawing, which is a neat effect, and you see a lot of people doing that these days. Just overall, a lot of different effects, and also the opportunity to buy and download more. So, you know, there are a lot of free ones in here, and a lot of ones that we already have, of course. But definitely a great start to an awesome app. You know, they have featured where you can actually really go and change the different effects on each and every photo. You know, typically what I do is take a photo in its raw form, just kind of how we see it with the naked eye, and then kind of mess with it. But that's, you know, that's just the feature. Of course, you have up here where you can turn the flash on, off, and the brightness. Of course, you could turn the camera around, as well as explore. You can have a timer. There's different settings in here. You can turn on a grid, a live preview, selfie save mode, other camera save modes, encryption, what screen you want for the startup. I know that's kind of hard to see with my camera lights in here, but try to turn that down a little bit just so you could see a little better. But as you can see, tons of different options, even more. You have stabilizer, even multi-grids, and stuff like that. So this app is really good, takes really nice pictures, and one of my favorite as far as the photography filter type of apps go. Definitely tons and tons of different filters. So check it out on the App Store. That is Camera 360. Our next app up today is Camera Awesome. Now this app is by SmugMug, of course, which is an online photo printing, sharing website. This app also does have a lot of awesome features, and we can go through those in the settings menu. Very easy to use interface. Very easy sharing options here that you can go ahead and set up. I'm not going to set anything up in this, just because, you know, you guys can go through that and it will really walk you through step by step. Of course, you can change your flash settings up here on the top left corner. You have different types of grids, and it looks like they are expecting to add some, but these are the most common grids that you're going to find in many different photo apps. You know, you have your thirds grid, you have a golden grid, you have trisect and square grid. Most common is the thirds grid. I actually use that quite a bit. And you know, just kind of see where you are in your layout and stuff like that. So really cool effects. Of course, it does do the backwards camera. This is also a really good one. So what this does is, as you can see, it's keeping me or telling me when I am level. So when I'm level, that's actually turning green there. It does have a zoom feature down here, so you can zoom in and out. And of course right here would be pull up the photo gallery. Right here you have stabilizer and all different burst tools and timer tools and stuff like that. This one does also do video and also has effects up top. So what you can do is you can actually go ahead and change it. You know, I'll do a Lone Star just because it looks much different than what I'm actually seeing on the screen. So we'll go ahead and take that shot, and there you have it. Comes out with that filter. This Lone Star is actually an antiquing type filter, and on the screen you actually have more things that you can do here. Adjusting the color, awesomize as they say, transform, which is pretty much like a crop tool. You can crop however you'd like. You can actually do an 8x10 exact crop. We have effects presets. Of course I used Lone Star, but of course they have tons of different presets. Filter, black and white. There are many different, you know, filters that go along with those presets. Textures, of course. This does have a texture. It's like their egg texture. These are all already done because of the fact that I used a preset. And also frames. So I can choose a frame here. You know, if I want to do porthole, it'll kind of round those edges up there. And when you're done, click done. It adds everything to it. And you can actually save it to your camera roll. You can export the original photo or export the edited photo. So Camera Awesome, a neat app by photographers, for photographers. Of course, this app is one of my favorites. It's got just a ton of features overall. So check it out. It's Camera Awesome by SmugMug. Our third app today is ProCam, and this is actually Apple's app of the week this week. ProCam is an awesome app. I would say there's so many features in here, mostly for more experienced photographers, people that know more about real cameras and SLRs and DSLRs. There are a lot of settings in here that I'll show you. Right here, as you can see, there's tons of settings as far as HDR settings, face settings, manual focus, type settings, date stamp, geotagging, timestamp, location stamp, even put a copyright on the image. You know, just tons of different things going on here, different settings that you could do. They also have tons of video settings. Same thing, this does do video as well as photos. Right here you can see you also have balance indicator. You have different aspect ratios. You can also pick your megapixel size and also do 4K video, time-lapse, slow-mo, have a night mode, anti-shake, just tons of different photo options. And of course all those usually show up here. And here we go with the presets. Of course you have your original, and then you have different options. They do have urban that you do need to purchase if you do want to use those. But like I said, this is a growing app. They will eventually have probably a lot more presets. If you click right there, you could see you could do vignettes, fisheye type looks, you know, and it's all digitally done, you know, tilt shift, macro style, tiny planet, which is really kind of weird, wormhole, split, which is kind of cool. Kaleidoscope, all sorts of different things that you can do that, you know, might make your camera or your photos a little cooler, you know, if that's what you want to do. I am a very big fan of vignettes, so, you know, that's one of my favorite things to do on this. As you can see, my battery's getting low, so anywho, this is a great app. You know, you take a picture. I'm, you know, very big on different angles. This also does have the zoom here. Once you take your app, take your photo here, you can see that there's your photo. You can still do some editing. You can crop it, you can rotate it, shift it, brightness, contrast, saturation, exposure, white balance. It's really endless to what you can do. Even add scratches to the picture, and, you know, just randomly do your effects here that you didn't do in the first section. Anywho, I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that, and we're going to go to my favorite and our final app for today, Camera Plus. Now, the reason why Camera Plus is one of my favorites is a lot of the freebies that they give you. Not only, you know, it's a great camera app, it's got the zoom, it's got the crop, the macro, the stabilizer, the burst, the timer. As you can see, it does take really clear photos. I could go still and edit and do different things. I've already gone through and edited this one pretty well, so I'm actually not going to do anything to it. I could crop it down, you know, crop it down rather well, and you know, do something like that, and then do a filter. And these have tons of filters on them. You know, you have retro color, and I've actually bought a few. So as you can see, you could do, you know, there's so emo look, retro looks, which are usually black and white and fashion type of looks. Tons of different things, and even more to buy. They're always constantly adding in other options. Another huge thing for this app is actually a guy named Jack Hollingsworth. This app is made by Tap Tap Tap. So, you know, Tap 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 has gone the extra mile to teach you to use their app. And, you know, this app does get very technical as far as to where you get geotagging, advanced controls. There's tons of stuff, just tons of stuff. You get exposure control, stuff like that. Well, Tap 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 has brought on a guy named Jack Hollingsworth, and I'll actually pull his website up for you real quick. And this website was actually done with Tap Tap Tap, and it's called snapsnapsnap.photos. And as you can see, this is Jack right here. I've spoken with Jack. You know, we've had quite a bit of email conversation. He's based out of Austin, Texas, and he's a 30-year commercial photographer. He's done a lot of work with them. He does videos like this one is how to shoot better foodie photography with your iPhone. And let me tell you, this guy's good. You know, this is quality photos that he has taken with his iPhone. As you can see, look how great that looks. He teaches you about lighting. He teaches you about angles, how to really put the food in the correct places. You know, here he talks about how he kind of made it messy, but it works. It works for that photo. So, you know, whether you use Camera Plus or not, Jack is a very, very great source of awesome tips and tricks for photography with an iPhone. Definitely check him out. He's got tons of videos, and as you can see how much in depth he has gone on just this one video, you know, how to shoot better food photography. And he's good. you know, he gives really good information. Got tons of videos on here. And of course, they're all hosted on YouTube. So if you search Jack Hollingsworth on YouTube, you'll probably see a lot of his videos. And as you can see, I'll just, you know, kind of scroll up to where he's explaining something, and he's really goes in depth. And these aren't just short, quick videos. You know, this video is a good 10, 12 minutes, and he really goes in depth. And, you know, Tap 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 really goes out of their way to put all these together for us on this website. And as you can see, it's one of many videos. If I click on posts here, you'll just see tons and tons of different types of things. So, you know, Camera Plus definitely deserved some recognition for this. This is huge to get a professional photographer to really help your customers shoot better photos. That is so awesome. So anywho, those are our 4 camera apps today. I've put all the links down in the description. I put snap.photos link down in the description, so you can check it out and learn some awesome photography skills with your iPhone. Once again, I'll go over the apps one more time. We got Camera 360, we have Camera Awesome, ProCam, which is this week's App Store app of the week, and of course Camera Plus, where you can get in with Jack and really hone down on your iPhone camera skill level and get better and, you know, impress people, because you don't always need an SLR to take great photos, especially when you're doing social media or you're posting on something that you don't need a very, very high quality, high megapixel image. You know, your iPhone, most iPhones now have 8 megapixel cameras, which is perfect enough for a lot of the photos that we do. So anyways, check it out. All of these are on the App Store, and all the links are down in the description. So check them out, and definitely check out Jack Hollingsworth on snap.photos. And we will see you in the next video. Hope you guys have a great day. Adios.